Back at it again. It's a full moon today. I forget what, is it like a super moon or something? I don't know. I think I need to get like some sugar because I feel very, very calm and peaceful. I've been feeling very, very peaceful every day. It's unreal. Thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for coming to my channel. Hopefully you're sitting crisscross applesauce with me. I want to say I learned that in, was it Head Start? I don't know if it was first grade, kindergarten, who knows? Sending you love, light, healing vibrations. I'm so glad that you're coming and connecting and tuning in and even interested in what I have to say. Because I be talking to the trees. I be talking to my dog. I be talking to nature. I be talking to God, spirit, bugs, butterflies. I seen so many butterflies on my walk this morning. I seen a lot of dragonflies too. They love me and I love them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get a Slurpee. My goal was to not drive today, but we need a Slurpee because I was gonna try to get one early this morning, but I just refused to leave the house. I don't even remember what I did. I think I went to sleep after my last live. Hey, Mahesh, Rich Rising. All right, so do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Friendly reminder for whoever needed to hear that. All right, the topic is effective communication and listening skills. So what is this? This is August. It might have been July, maybe early July. I had a conversation, or it may have been June, either or. I had a conversation with a friend that is around the same age as me, a friend that I went to high school with. So she's married and she's on her 5th child, and we were talking about natural things, you know, within relationships, and whether you're single, you're in a relationship, married, you know, dating, whatever. We as kids may not have been taught effective communication and listening skills, because she was sharing with me some of her concerns, issues, or problems within her relationship. And I simply told her effective communication and listening, like, it goes a long way. And her response was, but you know, we weren't taught that. So I'm aware of this, right? I am a healer, a leader, amongst other things. And with those callings and honoring those callings, I have had to do a lot of groundwork to set the tone for what I want to see happening in my life, what I need more of, what I need to change, what I want to be removed. Like, I had to do a lot of healing. I had to do a lot of self-development, self-actualization, self-building on characteristic traits. And I use all these big words to say it doesn't matter what I was or wasn't taught. I had to teach myself. I had to learn for myself. Sometimes people can only teach you as much as they've learned. And if you are doing things differently, then they may have done them, or you may be the person to bring the healing to your relationships, your connections, your family, your blood lineage, or whatever the case is. more than likely you have a lot of work to do. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you set the tone. What you envision in your mind is what you subtly create. Whatever traits you don't agree with, if you continue to reenact those behaviors, those patterns, those cycles, right? You're just going to continue to pass down these learned issues to the rest of the generation that you're in and the ones that come after you. If you don't agree with it, you have to change it, and it starts with you changing yourself. So let me check the comments really quick. Yeah, I love candles. The smell of certain aromas, they calm me. Absolutely, Mr. Spencer. Rich Rising, Mr. Pill. Aw, thank you, Mr. D. I'm only paying attention to love and light. Okay, so back to it. Effective communication and listening skills. You may have to teach yourself because maybe you weren't taught, or maybe the ways in which you were taught were not correct. They make a difference. What do they mean, and why are they important? Okay, so effective communication. If you cannot speak up, your voice will not be heard. If you try going to a restaurant, for example, or a fast food place, and placing an order, trying to place an order without verbally telling the server what it is you would like to purchase, or what it is you want, or how your order needs to be made, if you cannot physically tell them, right? Verbally and physically, physical, whatever. How do you expect them to take your order, right? Let's say it's a relationship or a connection or a friendship. If there is something that you are lacking, if there is something that you are in need of, if there is something that is bothering you, if there is something that is on your mind, weighing heavy on you, if you do not know how to use words of self-expression, words of even affirmation, words of making it very clear where your stance is, what your boundaries are, what you agree on, what you don't agree on, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, how do you expect these people to understand you? I hope this is making sense. A lot of people might know how to communicate, but they don't know how to listen. And these skills, they work together like this, right? So just as well as communication is important, listening is also important, because with listening skills, you need to be able to hear somebody, right, when they speak. And for those who have trouble with hearing people correctly, you can do exercises to where you can speak to somebody, ask them to state whatever is on their mind. And then once they communicate that to you, if they feel comfortable sharing it, you can repeat back what you heard. 99 in the chat. And what you repeat back, it may either be exactly what they said, it may be a little off, or it may be the complete opposite, because sometimes just as well as we perceive things incorrectly, meaning we don't perceive things or take things as they are, sometimes we take them as we are, right? So instead of actually listening to this person and hearing what it is they're trying to communicate effectively to the best of their ability, we're listening, but we're hearing only what we want to hear. That's how arguments happen. That's where anger sometimes comes from. Anger is a form, and arguments are forms of misunderstandings. You only pick up what you want to hear, or what you thought that person was trying to say, when all you had to do was listen. When there's an argument, it's usually multiple people can be talking. It can be simply two people talking, but neither one is taking the time to listen to what is actually being said. And if two people are over talking each other, nobody's ever gonna get their point across or be understood in the manner in which they yearn to be, right? So it's important because you can't live a life without communication or listening, right? You have to do both of them efficiently to the best of your ability, or you're going to miss out on a lot of information. You're going to miss out on a lot of connections. It is very subtle. Sometimes people may fall short with their words, or sometimes they may speak too much. You get to decide where you are on the spectrum and the energies that you allow into your life and what you entertain, what you don't entertain. So it's very important because they are tools used as a means for self-expression, self-reassurance, self-understanding, self-development, self-actualization. You want to be able to speak up. You want to be able to be heard. You want to be able to listen just as well as you speak. We have one mouth for a reason, and we have two ears for a reason. So I'm always trying to be a work in progress, and I'm trying to get better with listening twice as much as I speak, because both serve purposes, but you want to give others a chance to be heard. And sometimes people are not as comfortable with speaking and speaking up or being vulnerable because it is a little scary. It is a little intimidating sometimes. It does make you a little nervous. You can get a little anxious. There's so many emotions that come and go with effective communication and listening skills, but you want to make sure you are communicating to the best of your ability. That way you can say you tried versus not trying at all. I feel these skills can determine the longevity, the lifespan, and the health of connections, relationships, partnerships, both business, romantic, and platonic. And I pray that you get better with using these skills, as well as embracing other skills within yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. So for everybody who's in this chat, you are more than likely supposed to be here. I pray that you were able to receive the messages that you needed. If this was not something that you felt you needed to hear, please do not force anything. Let it go. Hi, Animal Mother. Yeah, I can see the chat, but I wanted to make sure I was able to get out my messages. Thank you for tuning in, Classy Ashy. Okay, that was it, you guys. The one true God is which perfect, worthy, creator of heaven and the universe. Absolutely right. The God that I serve, which is why I'm actually doing these channeled messages, because I was guided and instructed and told to do it on many different occasions, but I was prolonging it because I had to work on a couple of things, but here we are. The God I serve is the Almighty, the merciful, the gracious, the person who covers us and protects us on a daily basis, whether we believe it or not, because we're not doing this by ourselves. The love of all creation, the power of creating everything and everyone. God is in everything. Thank you, Mr. D. I'm sending you guys love and light. I think I'm gonna do one more video and then I'm gonna tap out today because I don't know, I'm about to go get a Slurpee or something. I just feel kind of like, I just want to chill. I would go to the beach, but I don't really feel like driving, so I think I'm gonna take a nap. I feel so relaxed, it's kind of scary because all I did was go on a walk today. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably go for a beach ride. A beach. I can't even talk. Alright, I'm about to start my other video. Thank you, Classy Ashley.